But time now to take the BTSC trades. Naresh, you go first.
So first is a buy on PNB. The stock is close to a breakout. Stop loss at 136, target of 144. Second is a buy on IOC. The whole OMC pack is doing well. A short-term breakout done on IOC. Stop loss at 175, target price of 180.
Right, okay. That's, the BTST trade coming in from Naresh. Kunal, what about you?
So I'll go back to banking names. Federal Bank is the first one which I believe could close in the gap the stock had created almost a month out back when the stock had fallen down from 162 odd levels. So would suggest a buy with an expected target of 170. Stop loss could be kept at 155. And Axis Bank is something which I recommended over the last couple of days. Looks attractive even at current levels of 1160. So would revise the targets higher to 1210. Traders could look at a fresh buy with a stop loss at 1135.
On the slightly medium-term charts as well, Kunal, does it seem like ICICI Bank and Axis Bank are going to be in pole position within the private lenders?
Yeah, so far they're looking attractive, but I think we've not seen any major sector run where the other larger cap names they would probably lag behind by quite a distance, and I think we would even eventually see the likes of HDFC Bank, maybe Kotak Bank or IndusInd Bank making a strong comeback. Now, which comes out first, I think is very difficult to anticipate. But I would believe that so far ICICI Bank and Axis Bank are the two stronger ones.
Okay, point taken. So that's a view coming in on ICICI Bank and how the setup is looking like. At this point of time, we have clearly started the week on a positive note. 22,600 is back. It's an important week with respect to the Fed outcome, which we are expecting. Truncated week, and we'll get the auto sales data as well. But talking about autos, they have been pretty much out of favor per se in the last few weeks. We haven't heard much about them either on the upside or downside. It's been largely about banks, financials and IT, which has been making a lot of headlines. Naresh, any of the auto names that you would want to recommend perhaps as a buy or somewhere where you suggest profit booking?
So the new name which has broken out is Ashok Leyland. Extremely sideways for the last 1 year. Every time it went to 150, 170, bounced back. Every time it came back to 185, 190 has drifted lower. Day before we saw a very strong volume bump up. It has recovered well over the last 1 week or so. So once it sustains 190, that would be a much longer term breakout of 1 year. And then it could head up slowly and steadily higher. So the current breakout, which looks interesting in autos, is Ashok Leyland.
Let's analyze and delve deeper into what trends numbers are before we mark the closing for the day. And Somit is here to break down the numbers for us. Somit?
Well, for trend, if you see the numbers are pretty much ahead of what the street was expecting on a YOY basis. If you see the company's revenue has yet again grown above the 50% mark. Net profit did have an exceptional item because of the change in accounting policy. But if you see the EBITDA number, that has come in at around 477 crore, a growth of nearly 125% on a YOY basis. But what is more important here is it is 50 crore above what the street was expecting. Street was going around with a number of close to 420 odd crore rupees. But the company has reported an EBITDA of 477 crore rupees. Now, if you see, the company has been continuously growing at over 50% CAGR since 2020, and one of the major reasons behind this was store addition, and store addition has yet again surprised the street in the fourth quarter as well. In the fourth quarter, if you see, the company has managed to add nearly 12 West Side stores and around 65 of Zudio stores. Now, street was going around with a number of around 32 store additions when it comes to Zudio and around 8 store additions when it comes to West Side. So that is one of the major reasons why we are seeing such kind of a beat when it comes to trend. Now, it remains to be seen whether similar growth can be continued by the company even going forward, given the fact that the valuations are very expensive and the share prices of trend, if you see, are trading literally at the level at around the highest target price that is there on the street. So whether there will be upgrades or not post this kind of a number remains to be seen. The company will be holding its conference call and tomorrow we'll get the notes post that with upgrades as well or not. That remains to be seen.
Yeah, that remains to be seen for such a performing stock. But Samit, thanks for that analysis. Let's begin winding up for the day. And we're closing in pretty much at the highest point, 22,700, pretty much start of the new series. So not looking bad in the futures. 187 points higher is where we're shutting shop for the day. Everything from an AU Small Finance Bank, which closes in with almost a 7% gain. ICICI Bank, which has really shown leadership today after those numbers. 4.5% kind of gains coming in on ICICI Bank. Axis a near 3% move. SBI a 3% move on the futures. Even HDFC Bank participated today with a 1.5% uptick coming in. Look at Bajaj Finance and Kotak as well, because the beleaguered names from last week, they also saw a rebound and have participated today. IndusInd Bank as well in the green with a good 3% move. HCL Technologies clearly not. Almost a 6% downtick is what the stock closed the day with. I'm going to see what Maruti as well has done after its numbers disappointed the street. 0.5% of a downtick is what Maruti has closed the day with. Bright and lively for the broader markets as well, wherein AB Capital, Naveen Fluorine, LTF, they've all held out very well. And I think that was the case with the Yes Bank and RBL as well. But that's pretty much it for the day. We'll see you again with the market action tomorrow morning at 8 a.m.
If you like this video, then like, share and subscribe to ET Now.